A very good morning to all. I, Anju, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science, Trinity College, Jalandhar. Today's my topic is Fundamental of a Computer. Computer stands for Commonly Operating Machine purposely used for trade, education, and research. Computer derived from a Greek word which means to calculate. A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information or data. Then basic characteristics of a computer. First is speed. Computer works with much higher speed and accuracy to human while performing mathematical calculation. Next is accuracy. Computer perform calculations with 100% accurate. Third is intelligence. A computer can perform million tasks or calculations with the same consistency and accuracy. It does not feel any fatigue or lack of concentration. Next is versatility. Versatility refers to capability of a computer to perform different kind of works with same accuracy and efficiency. Then automation. Computer perform all tasks automatically. The last is memory. Computer has built-in memory called the primary memory. Next is generations of a computer. There are basically five generations of computer. Now, first generation. In this first generation, we use vacuum tubes. These computers were physically large in size, or you can say bulky in size, and required large rooms for installation. These computers produced large amount of heat due to large consumption of electricity. They were, and these computers are very large in size. And next is the second generation of a computer. These generation computer were used transistors in place of vacuum tubes. They were much smaller in size and required less space for installation. They were highly reliable as compared to the vacuum tubes, and they were about 10 times faster as compared to the vacuum tubes. And the third generation of computers, ICs were used instead of the transistors and vacuum tubes. The size of these computers was smaller than the early computers, and they were more reliable and high processing speed. Next is the fourth generation. High-speed microprocessor were used. Millions of electronic components were integrated on a single microprocessor chip. They were much smaller and cheaper than the third generation computer. They consumed less power and more reliable as compared to previous generation computer. They had faster and larger memory and standard storage. And the last is fifth generation computer. Fifth generation computer based on artificial intelligence, that is AI. AI is the branch of computer science concerned with making computers behave like the humans. And these computers are more powerful and fastest as compared to the previous generation computers. And the next is the basic classification, or you can say type of computers. Classification of computers is divided into on the basis of size and on the basis of data. On the basis of size, there are microcomputers, mini computers, mainframe computers, and the supercomputers. First, we discuss about what is a microcomputers. Microcomputer is the smallest category of digital computers in which a single microprocessor performs the function of arithmetic logical unit and the control unit. And for example, your home computers and the personal computers. And next is mini computers. Mini computers are general purpose computers which are more expensive than microcomputers. For example, ticket reservations or the banking system. Mainframe computers. Mainframe computers have greater size more main memory and the secondary storage memory and contain multiple CPUs, that is central processing units. And in frame computers, several computer terminals, which basically contain keyboard and monitor, are plugged into single mainframe. And these computers occupy a lot of space and require proper air conditioning. And the last is supercomputers. Supercomputers are most powerful computers in the basic type of the computers. It is the fastest and more expensive computers. And we use supercomputers in weather forecasting and artificial intelligence. And the next classification of computer on the basis of data, that is analog, digital, and hybrid computer. Analog computers are those computers which work on a continuous series. And these computer is used for measure the physical quantity like pressure, temperature, speed, etc. And the next is digital computers. Digital computers are the computers that works on discrete method or discrete data. These computers convert the input into the binary language, that is zeros and one. And the hybrid computer, it is the both features and both the combination of analog and the digital computer. And the next is basic block diagram, or you can say architecture of a computers. In this architecture of the computer is the three main parts or main elements: input unit, then processing, then the output unit. In the processing unit, there is a central processing unit, control unit, arithmetic logical unit, and the memory unit. Now, first we discuss what is a input unit. In the input unit is used to feed the data as well as instruction to the computer. The commonly used input devices are keyboard, mouse, touch screen, light pen, etc. And the next is CPU. CPU is a central processing unit. It is the brain of a computer. The data is stored in the CPU. And in the CPU, there is a two main parts: control unit and the arithmetic logical unit. Arithmetic and logical unit means that it can perform all the arithmetic as well as the logical operations. And the last is memory unit. In the memory unit is a essential part of the computer which is used to store data and instruction before and after processing. And the memory is basically is of two types: primary memory and the secondary memory. In the primary memory, there is a two types of memory: RAM and the ROM. RAM is stands for random access memory and ROM is a read-only memory. And the main difference of RAM and ROM is that RAM is a primary memory. It can store temporarily data, but ROM is a read-only memory. It stored permanent data. And the RAM is a non-volatile memory, and RAM is a non-volatile memory, and the ROM is a volatile memory. Thank you and have a good day.